All right, so this is what we're starting out with. So it needs we're gonna use a K&N 303 with has a nut on the back. So that way it's easy to take off with a wrench. Then we're also gonna be using Mobil 1 Racing 4T 10W40. I believe it's only 3 quarts, but got 4 just in case. Got a light. Always need a light. And we got some wrenches. It's fairly simple. And oh, don't forget, you gotta have a tub to put the oil in. Make sure you take out the plug and open the vent. Let's get started. All right, first things first, we need to put it up on a stand because I like to work on that level. Nice and easy. Steering wheel straight. Always take the cap out or the oil fill plug out, so that way it allows it to flow. Sit that on the ground. We have 2 fairing clips, one here. Take a screwdriver, pop out the center. Should just pull right out. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Got one more here on the bottom. I went ahead and moved that one. So you don't need these, but so some oil filter wrenches, or even one that goes on the top of the oil filter itself, it expands. How many extensions we need? Let's see. So I picked this up from Walmart. I think it was like $10. Once you got it loose, again, you can use your hands or try not to block your shot. Oops. Oh shit. Wife's gonna get mad. So a little trick. So this won't stand, right? I like to put oil in my filters, pre-oil them a little bit. So that's kind of, so you can take the box, put it in the box. What's in the box? And I do like to just add a little bit, just to, makes me feel, you know, good about running the engine dry for a minute. It doesn't really matter. Now the one that's coming off is a high flow, which is a good filter. You get these on Amazon, really good price. So we want to make sure the gasket's still there, which it is. Sometimes it gets stuck on the bike. Want to make sure we don't have that stuck. Go ahead and just drain the oil. We're right here. On this, it's actually right here. It's not at the bottom. It's here on the side. So we're going to slide this out of the way a little bit. This is going to be a 17 millimeter. Just give it a couple whacks. Oop. Sorry. So now it's loose. 17 millimeter. Pull our drain pan back. Drain the oil out. Lower the back down. And see if how much more we get out. All right, you guys keep an eye on it. Let me know if anything happens. Look like any more is coming out. And let it drain. We ain't in no hurry. Let's get it all out. So maybe when it starts to get like little tiny drips, I say we're done. All right, so as you can see, it's now just dripping. So you can continue to let it drip. It's really not going to make, there's not a huge amount coming out of it. So that's usually about where it's time to put the plug back in. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the bike back up. It does have a little crush washer, so you can change that if you'd like. I don't know, I don't ever change them. so I don't know, I've never had really a problem. So, but this is how I do an oil change. So you guys do it the way you want. All right, and so we're gonna torque it down to spec. As my buddy from South Main Auto says, torque it to spec. make sure we get a little oil rubbed around the seal. Alright, so this needs to be hand tight. Alright, because it was heat contraction, and you know, the heating it and cooling it seems to make things tighter over time. So alright, take our funnel, stick our funnel in, fill her up with some liquid gold. Alright, it's 1 quart. Now we're going to save these jugs and put the old oil in it so we can drop it off. Alright, quart number 2. So you'll see the sight glass fill up. Then when you let it sit for a minute, it will come back down. So we'll go with 2 quarts and start it. So we got to fill the filter up. Usually these bikes are checked with it on the, not on a stand, just it being centered. Let's put a 1/2 quart more in there. 1/4 more of oil of a quart. So let's start it up. Let's put the cap in. Apparently it's a struggle to put it in. Alright, so I'm going to take you guys off the tripod here. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and start the bike. And as soon as we start it, we're going to check the oil filter and look for any leaks. Oil light should go out. Looking for oil on the ground.